G'day guys, TL here from TM Suttery and Bushcraft. About a week ago I was chatting to Jason from Hillbilly Forge down in New South Wales, a fantastic knife maker. I have several of his knives. This is one of my favourites that I actually carry on me on a regular basis. As you can see, it's been very loved, to say the least. Used and abused would be a better word. Knowing that I was going to get these knives, I actually went out and I battened intentionally. I don't batten timber normally, but I wanted to see how much abuse this particular knife would take. And I went out and battened foot-long pieces of seasoned narrow-leaf ironbark. Now, if you guys know anything about timber, you'll know that, damn, that is some very hard wood. It held its edge very well. It did some fantastic work, so yep, it certainly dealt with that. Now, these are the two knives that got sent out to me. Now remember, a week ago this was just being talked about. So he's made these in record time. They are incredibly well finished, incredibly well balanced knives. I'm very picky with what I have in my knives, and I'm very picky in who I will get to make my knives. So yeah, thanks heaps, mate. You've done a fantastic job. These are the two. These will be available via his Facebook page. Also, I believe he's got a website, Hillbilly Forge. I'll pop the link in the description below for that one as well. They're about $350 each. They are Australian made, and I cannot push that enough for Australian made products. Right, the meat and potatoes, fantastic sheath, very solid. This is one that I will use for my larger processing and camp knife. It's 5.5 inches long, I believe, or 5 inches long. Jimping for a thumb grip, and 4mm solid tang all the way down. The steel itself is W2 tool steel. It's a high carbon steel, so it holds its edge incredibly well, as well as being able to strike not just a ferro rod, but also strike with hard quartz and get a spark off the steel as well, being high carbon, where you can't do that with stainless steel. Yeah, just a fantastic feeling knife. It fits perfect in my hands. It's very well balanced, very well finished. It has a Scandi grind, so very easy to maintain, particularly in our environment. Yeah, just a real solid knife. These are the smaller version, the Scout style. Yet again, 4mm W2 tool steel, high carbon. Jimping for your thumb grip as well. Just yet again, this one has a really nice feel. It's not too big, but it's not too small. I can do really fine chopping with this, very fine intricate carving if I'm doing set snares or you know, shaping toggles and things like that for the tarps, all that sort of stuff. I can do that, as well as I could very easily skin out a deer or a pig with this quite comfortably. Yeah, it's just a real great one. I think this will end up being my sort of go-to everyday using the bush knife. So that's those two there, as well as he sent me this fantastic spoke shaver. It's quite small, but I intentionally wanted something that was a little bit smaller, so it could go in my go bag or in my just general hike bag, or even in my belt kit for doing smaller jobs. My normal one is 14 inches long, so it's quite a long, over a foot wide cutting blade on it. And I've done some fantastic work with that over the years. It's just I wanted something a little bit smaller. And same thing again, I believe this is W2 tool steel, and it's just this fantastic little bit of kit. Alright, thanks heaps guys. Stay tuned. See you next time.